and welcome to Definitely Maybe a Podcast / video, where we contribute to your uncertainty.
About everything.
I'm Cam.
I'm Dan.
I'm Jordan.
And this is the Ask Us Anything episode of Definitely Maybe a Podcast.
Yeah, and we're recording this one, and I'm just going to mention to my cohorts, make sure you guys at least occasionally look at the camera.
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
This will be fun because you guys can never see us when we're doing it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's half the battle because we look just as dumb as we sound.
Well, I look very sophisticated.
Sophisticated?
Yeah, I'm very sophisticated.
No, for those of you who don't know, this is what we do.
We sit on the couch.
We just sit on my couch. We are in my apartment. I live here with my 2 cats. And, and then, these guys just come over. We set up lights and microphones.
Real fancy like.
And we record.
All right, you want to jump into it?
Yeah, okay, so context. We
ran a contest
in aims to grow our viewer base, listener base.
Well, at this point, it's
audience.
Both, right?
Yeah. So we put a post on our Instagram page with a couple rules, very beautifully designed by Dan, might I add. He'll probably put it up on the screen at this point.
Sure.
I just imagine he does stuff
right
like
over Jordan.
And it basically just has 3 rules, like the page or like the post, follow the page, and ask us some questions, and you're entered to win a $50 Amazon gift card, which we will announce.
We will announce at the end of this video who wins.
At the end of the video. Whatever.
But also, fair to mention, back with us for the Ask Us Anything episode, our assistant, Colin. Colin, do you want to walk onto the camera quickly?
Or you could just shout, too. Hello. Well, walk
just
on camera.
Walk in front of it.
Wait, no, don't. No, go ahead. Hey!
Nice.
We were talking, and we were like, so Dan, Jordan, and I are executive producers, and Colin is the
intern.
Yes.
He's not being paid at all.
No, he's paid in Popeyes.
Yeah, we got Popeyes.
Again.
I think at this point they would have seen that if they're watching the video.
Insert cutscene of us eating Popeyes here.
I'm not certain we had to freeze.
Yeah.
But we did.
So that was us eating Popeyes.
Anyway.
Moments ago.
So we have a lot of questions.
We have a lot of questions to get through. We're going to try to get through at least one question that everybody asked.
So if you asked 3 questions or more.
3 plus.
That
was actually a big moment of, like, people didn't understand that because I think in the post that I had put, I said if you comment more than 3 times, you'll get twice.
That was your fault.
But that's my fault. I'm an idiot. Definitely maybe an idiot.
Whoa.
Yeah, you see that one? So, but yeah, we put it to if you did 3 or more, then you got in there twice.
You got a second entry for a $50 Amazon gift card. You could buy plastic trash cans, Tupperware. You could purchase
belts,
anime body pillowcases. You could purchase
tons of tan items,
30-foot charging cords,
at least 1 to 3 beige boots.
Yeah. You could probably purchase gift cards to other places with the Amazon gift card.
We're going to probably do a digital Amazon gift card, but you could probably use this gift card of $50 Amazon to purchase a physical $50 Amazon gift card.
You could probably purchase and name some type of endangered animal.
That's probably true. You could probably do a star too.
Like a puffin or a panda bear.
But anyways, the point is you can do a lot with $50, especially to Amazon. Yes. You could get rice nowadays off of Amazon.
You could get a lot of rice.
You could get rice, but
you could get drumsticks. Jordan.
Yes.
All right, but Cam, do you want to open it up with the
Yeah.
first question?
So on my phone here, well, yeah. So basically, the format of this podcast is going to be a little different than what we usually do. We're just going to answer the questions that you guys asked us, as if you are our guests. So we're just going to go right down from the bottom.
We'll each take a turn answering, or giving our own responses to each question, and see if we can have a little discussion about it.
Yeah.
And that'll be it. And then we'll move on when we feel like we've accurately debated.
Yeah, sure. And keep in mind, we do know who some of these people are. There are some people that I don't know, so that's great.
And there are tons of people I don't know.
I don't know anyone.
And I haven't personally read every question that we got. So a lot of these I'm going to be seeing for the first time.
Thank you guys for your participation.
Yeah, thank you for contributing. It'll be a cool one. Let's do it.
Let's jump in. First question. Pix by G, by dot G, asks, group question. Am I still banned from the pod? Yes. Next question for Cameron. Are you banned from the... This is Alex Goff. He was the previous guest.
He was on the podcast
For
the
context,
last episode.
Cameron, are you banned from the pod? Question for Dan. Are we friends?
Yes.
What awful...
Very elaborate answer.
And that's how he entered to win $50.
That's
And
what
that
you guys
is
gotta done too.
minimal effort
Yeah.
for maximum gain.
Well, he does have one more question for Jordan. It says, Jordan, this is probably the most structured question here. Did you enjoy me on the pod? What an
Well,
ego this guy.
Alex, I actually did enjoy you on the pod. I thought you did a wonderful job. You spoke when you needed to speak, and you did an admirable job. And I was even speaking to my co-podsters
Podsters.
that if I could make it, maybe we could have you on, but that was instantly shot down. So you have to talk to them about that. But yeah, I enjoyed your presence on the last episode. You did a great job.
And he'll... Okay, you did an Adam's apple memorable job.
He did really stumble on that word a little bit, Jordan.
That's the only one we're answering all three because all three of them didn't matter very much.
Yeah, no, we well, some of these are very pithy questions.
That's
Do you
fine.
want me to pass this off, or do you want me to just keep reading them?
Just
Jordan read a
go to
couple.
okay.
Yeah, you want to read the next set?
Okay.
Right, we're right there at the top.
God, that was fun.
I love reading, everybody. I was frequently called on as the reader in school to read things out of the textbooks.
That's true.
Anyway, let's get to it. These questions are from a user called He Who Wears Pink. Question 1. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Wait, you can just... I know you were going to keep reading them, but let's answer
Yeah,
that one first.
we should answer that.
I was not going to keep reading them.
You're a
Oh,
liar.
okay.
You were in a reading pose, and viewers know that too.
This is a great question. I actually legitimately have opinions on this.
I believe that it is. I'll start it off with that. I think that it is. I think it hits all of the marks of a sandwich. It has two sides and some sort of meat in the middle, processed or not.
I'm gonna blow your mind
Okay.
with this, right? A hot dog is not a hot dog unless there's a bun involved.
So you're saying that if you were to cut it up with some ham or macaroni,
That's just
as
a
they
wiener.
often do,
Or a frankfurter.
I would never call it just a wiener.
Yeah, but it's not a hot dog because the hot dog in itself is the sandwich. The identity of like a Reuben or a club, you know what I'm talking about? A hot dog. Wiener bun.
I don't know if you blew my mind,
I
but
blew my mind when I thought of this in the shower.
I'm not going to lie. I don't have very strong opinions about this. So I will accept either of you all's explanation.
I'll accept that. Next.
Nice. Next, Jordan. Next question from He Who Wears Pink.
Yes. The next question is, what is your favorite episode of Old School SpongeBob? Cameron?
Oh, this is easy. The episode is called Shanghaied. And it is the episode where SpongeBob and Patrick are awoken, surprised by a ghostly anchor that has slammed into SpongeBob's house. And then it slams into Squidward's house, and Squidward wants to climb the anchor to file a complaint to the owner for it wrecking his house, and it's the Flying Dutchman. And then they have to forcibly be on his ghost crew. It's very funny. I love SpongeBob more than I love a lot of things. So my
Which
knowledge
one of
is-
us were you gonna say there? Because you looked over like you were picking a name.
No, I love
you scanned
you two.
me and you scanned
Unbelievable.
Jordan to
No.
figure out which one of us you loved SpongeBob more than.
I do love SpongeBob more than people, but you two people are not any of those people. I cannot say the same for Colin.
That's how you make the cut. Wow.
I'm sorry.
He's off to the side, real sad. Just so you guys know,
Look, I have SpongeBob season 2 and 3 on DVD. I watch
because
them
people need those still.
frequently. Do you not like?
What is your favorite episode of SpongeBob?
This is actually one of the few questions I saw before we started, before we filmed this episode. And it was actually very difficult to think about. There's like some greatest hits that I appreciate, but I think I'm going to choose, and I feel like someone would be able to just mention another episode, and I'd be like, oh, that one was good too. But maybe my favorite episode of SpongeBob is the Magic Conch.
That's a good one.
That's my second favorite episode.
That's just the one I'm gonna go. Actually, yeah, because that starts off where they're in the clubhouse.
yeah. Wait, look, it's Woodward.
Yeah,
That's
such
so
a good
funny.
episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my favorite one. I like how they pull the Magic Conch string, and the Magic Conch says stuff, and Squidward asks the Magic Conch, and it says like the opposite or something.
Yeah.
Awesome episode. Very good show.
Classic.
Daniel?
I think my favorite episode had to be when they were having the some sort of talent show in the Krusty Krab, and Squidward entered as a
Janitor?
No,
no,
interpretive
he
dance.
was like an interpretive
Oh,
dancer.
sorry, yes.
And he went up and they threw the oranges at him, and then SpongeBob came out with the mop to clean it up, and
I think they
everybody
were
started
tomatoes,
cheering.
But
Yeah,
oranges.
Whatever.
Throwing the oranges.
They were tomatoes.
They were. Let's throw oranges at.
I want someone to throw oranges at me.
Yeah, that would help you not get the coronavirus.
It's true. Vitamin C? Is that what that is in that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I
don't know.
It's just
They make high C, and that's orange flavored.
Honorable mention episode is when Patrick and SpongeBob, I think they were living together and they had to take care of the baby,
Yeah.
the
That
shell
was a good
baby.
one.
It is a very funny episode.
Because I like how he's trying to tell Patrick how to get a job.
Yeah.
Very good stuff in that episode. Anyway, number 3. Every fast food chain but one gets erased. Which one do you keep? And again, this question was from He Who Wears Pink.
Everyone but one gets
So
erased.
you get to keep one.
You
Fast
only
food
get to
chain.
keep one.
Only
That's
one.
correct. Yes.
I'm gonna surprise the world here.
Oh, he's gonna
Okay.
say. He's gonna
Okay,
say
Daniel.
Chick-fil-A.
I'm
That's what
not.
He's gonna say.
I'm not. I'm gonna say Wendy's.
Oh.
Why, Daniel?
And I say Wendy's because I think across all of the fast food chains, Wendy's is easily the most versatile. To where you're gonna get good nugs, you're gonna get a good burger, or you could get a good chicken sandwich and a Frosty, which is easily the best frozen, we'll say, dessert beverage thing that's on the market.
Faux.
Faux. The
Be-
biggie box.
One of the best deals on the fast food market.
Yeah.
Faux.
Also, they have Dave's Craft lemonades, I believe. And so they have like peach, tropical berry, normal lemonade, and I'm going to say strawberry.
That's good stuff.
And
which
I
is
genuinely,
delicious.
I also believe that Wendy herself, maybe in a tag team match with Dave Thomas, could easily fuck up any of the other mascots that exist.
You know what, Dan? This is one of the few rare instances where my opinion had differed than you, which is not rare. However, I think you've made a compelling enough argument to sway me
Yes!
to be on your side. I'm going to also say Wendy's.
Let's go.
I'm going to say Wendy's. Frosties are so important to the, like,
This world.
fond memory I have is before volleyball practice, but after high school. Dan, he's putting on hand sanitizer after high-fiving me. I do not have the coronavirus. Anyway,
Yet.
yet. That's true.
And neither do I.
So
anymore.
before volleyball practice, but after school, Dan and I would go to Wendy's, and they knew our order. They
true.
said the person behind that, just, do you want the regular? And we said yes. One time I was asked when I ordered a Frosty, they said, do you want do you want a chocolate or a vanilla Frosty? And there's only one.
There's only one answer.
Yeah, there's only chocolate. Vanilla Frosties are not real.
I remember one time they
Wow.
actually switched the Frosty recipe, and me and Jordan's father, Mark, we knew it. And they tried to sneak it out right from under us, and they didn't do it, and we emailed them.
It's not ice cream. It's not
They
crushed ice.
Yeah, we emailed them a
like
very
frozen
hateful email
dairy
about
treat.
these things.
Yeah.
But Jordan,
Can you say that really sensually into the microphone?
Frozen dairy treat. Now, this is actually a tough one. I think Wendy's is a very good answer.
Jordan's probably the most passionate about this subject.
I think
he
me
though?
and Dan are probably tied.
I feel like
when it
we-
comes to passion,
yeah,
we're tied with passion when it comes to fast food. I don't know. Wendy's is good. I was thinking of Chick-fil-A, but if all the other ones were erased, like I would never be able to have a burger.
exactly.
Again.
And I factored
you
that
could.
in. I factored that
Not
in.
from
no, because
Chick-fil-A. They don't
Chick-fil-A
make
have-
beef.
They have posters about anti-beef.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
get it.
saying.
All right, I got it.
Like I could have sandwich, but not burger.
I mean, you could still go to like Five Guys. That's not fast.
That is fast food, I think.
but
It's
they don't
considered
make
fast food.
chicken sandwiches.
And that's true as well.
So,
So that's why I went for versatility on that.
and I do regularly get the crispy chicken sandwich from Wendy's.
See? There you go.
What about Popeyes though? We just had that.
Dude, but
I know, but I love my burgers, man.
it's a fact.
And Harrisburg Popeyes
And Wendy's
is just
nugs?
a shame.
They just delivered to our house.
I appreciated that. Anyway, I'm getting
Jordan
off
has
track
slandered
here.
the Harrisburg Popeyes on every single podcast we've recorded.
And they just delivered
And
to
they
our
just
house.
came and delivered
I
it.
will give them credit for today. The dude bought us the food. Everything was in order. Popeyes, you gained a little bit more of my respect back. You know what? Yeah, I'll go with Wendy's. That it's just I can't think of a better. McDonald's is too inconsistent. I
Yeah,
feel like
I
they
agree.
hang on to relics of the past, such as the Big Mac and stuff, to kind of keep them away from trying to innovate. Now, I do think they do.
Wow, innovation was a factor for you.
Recently they did have, at least within the last year, they would come out with these specialty burgers, premium burgers, and those were good. I tasted at least one, so the one was good. But yeah, Wendy's is just great. The 4 for 4 is everything.
That's
so.
a group consensus on
Yeah,
that
I'm
one.
actually, to be honest, I'm completely
in the
astounded.
middle high five.
because you're
Reach your
just
hand
gonna-
up, Jordan.
You're just gonna
No, reach your hand up.
sanitize again.
Reach your hand up. Ready? Ready?
Let's not.
One.
Let's just elbow.
Okay.
We touched tips, ladies and gentlemen.
What's the next question?
Well, that's you now.
All right.
You are on these next triad of questions.
The next one comes from Tamara Infinity 4.
Wait, what? No, that's not it.
Oh yeah, you're right. I scrolled down too far.
scrolled way
Sorry,
too far.
Tamara Infinity 4. Your question will come.
These are Amy's questions now.
The next one is Amy Nugan on Instagram. That's not how you pronounce her name, but that's how you pronounce what her name is on Instagram.
Thank you for the clarification.
You're welcome. Her first question is, if you were a Disney princess, which one would you be and why? And this
That
seems
is a very funny
this
face.
seems racial. So I think there's only one.
Hey, Jordan can be whatever princess he wants to be.
I guess it does match the demographics or the proportion of the show. What's the lady from Princess? Honestly,
I don't know what her name is. I just know her from The Princess and the Frog, I think.
yeah, that's the only. I mean, I guess I'll
But
be
you
her
could
'cause
shock
she's
the world
black.
and go with like a Frozen character.
But here's the truth, honestly, and this is the brass tacks of the matter. Okay, I do not know all these princesses that well, so I'm not just going through all the princesses in my mind and being like, oh yeah, this one. I'm not that well versed, but I'll be the black one from Princess and the Frog because we share a bond through our melanin. It's pretty much it. I'm sorry if you guys expect a more well thought out answer. That's all I got. Dan?
Oh my god, that was so
Which Disney princess would I be? Well, I can't swim that well, so I'm not gonna go with Ariel.
Oh yeah, that is one.
But I've never seen Rapunzel.
Yeah, Tangled.
Tangled.
Well,
I'm gonna go with
That is Rapunzel.
from the Sleeping Beauty.
Certainly.
I'm gonna go with Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
You are a striking brunette.
Thank you. I think that we share physical resemblance in hair color
Yeah.
and feminine faces, and also she lives with the Beast, and I live with Josh, and he doesn't wear shoes ever, so that's close enough.
All right.
But I also feel like I would fuck up a neighborhood of clocks if I needed to.
What does that even mean? Is
that not what she did?
I don't know. I haven't seen Beauty and
Or was
the
the
Beast.
clock on her
I
team?
actually haven't seen Beauty and the Beast. I don't think ever.
Wait, Jordan. Wait, who would you be?
Yeah, Cameron.
Oh, this is very easy. I would be Elsa.
Okay.
I've
never seen Frozen.
That movie slaps. Her and I share a love for isolation.
Is that a pun?
No. She ran away and made a castle and lived there by herself, and that's essentially
Oils.
what I've done with me and my cats here in my apartment. I don't leave. I do.
That was
I do leave
question
sometimes.
one. So
yeah.
question two then becomes, what's the most off-brand thing about you?
I'm gonna need to hear one of you guys answer this one.
I'm not
first.
really sure what that means.
Because that's a same what so presuming anybody knows my brand, what would
Maybe it's like something that people. Is it like some people would not expect you to a quality about you that people wouldn't?
I like that
is this a
assumption.
bootleg or what is it like off brand as in like great value? What is the most
I don't attribute great value to off brands, so I'm not going to go with that.
what do you mean? But it is literally an off brand.
It is an off brand. Well, let's
is
not
it
get
great
into brands.
value?
Look,
Great,
whatever.
It is
We're
great
not gonna
value.
get
It's
into
a Walmart
brands.
brand.
but let's
okay,
try to figure
okay.
out what the question means. So, is this like, people didn't know?
I think I'm going to go with that. What is one thing that like people wouldn't expect from you?
Yes, that's right. I think.
Jordan,
Jordan-
keep your head that way. There's just a fuzz in your
Oh,
head.
you got a
I wanna
fuzz,
get
bro.
it.
He's got it.
Boom,
Nice.
we're good.
Thank you, Cameron.
Okay, so what is one thing somebody wouldn't expect about you?
Yeah, you do first. This is a very hard question.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we just don't understand it.
Okay, so
I'm fine with that.
Let's say there's some artists I listen to that I don't know if people would expect. Like, I'm a big fan of like Doja Cat.
Wow, I wouldn't have expected that.
Me neither.
Like,
She's
fully,
smoking hot.
but I actually really like her
Colin
music. I listened to all of the first and her second album. It's called Hot Pink, I believe. And I think she's incredibly talented, and she's very, very good artist.
And she's hot.
Well, yeah, but I have a wife, so
Okay.
my wife is everything to me, in that department. So I actually listen to the artists and their music. But that's not negative,
Jordan's wife.
She is.
Haven't heard that
She's
one
nice,
before.
but I think
Shout out
I think she's actually very talented. One of the most talented ones in
actually-
the industry right now. Okay,
I
I'm
would
done.
not have expected that from you, so that was a great off-brand thing. Somebody's robbing us. That's not true,
I
but
think it was just the wind.
Could've been.
So, I guess one thing that people wouldn't expect about me is I'm an athlete. I'm an athlete. I run and jump and throw stuff. Yesterday, Dan and I were playing basketball, and one of the people playing there made a comment. I took it to heart, and he said, "You don't look like you've ever played basketball. You look like you go hunting." And so I guess that, I mean, my brand. I wear flannels every single day. And I guess I do look like I go hunting, but I'm an athlete. I love basketball. I've been playing since the age of 7. And I played volleyball all throughout high school and in college. I still do that. I still play basketball. I did track.
I
just gonna keep
I mean,
going.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, continue.
and occasionally I wrestle my coworkers.
Emotionally, an emotional wrestle.
But also like sometimes we just like wrestle.
Okay.
That sounds like workplace violence.
I honestly am trying to think about the most off-brand thing about me.
What if you need to do a lifeline? Maybe Jordan and I could try
Can
and
you guys what is
identify
the,
the most off.
you know what? I'm with that. Roast the host. Do it.
No, it's not a roast.
No, for real. I genuinely I don't know what's off-brand about me.
Maybe all right. This is a what is it when this is a backhanded compliment. I think the most off-brand thing about Dan is that he's really smart. But like he doesn't portray that. And he doesn't
That's good.
He doesn't you know what I mean?
That's
You know what
very
I mean?
good, Cameron. Yes.
And if you ask Dan, he's like, "Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm stupid." But Dan is a really, really smart guy. He's good at what he does, engineering music, making design stuff. He has just that eye. It's crazy. Absolutely the best.
I don't know how to accept this, so I'm not going to. Would you like to contribute, or would you like to just
I
keep
don't
going?
know. I can't think of anything else.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, you.
What you see is what you get for the most part.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very straightforward.
He's been through a lot.
I don't like I don't like mustard, and I feel like that I look like I should like mustard.
Dan keeps soda in his car and drinks it.
Oh yeah, Dan is incredibly unhealthy.
yeah,
That's
probably
pretty off-brand. Like he does not eat healthy at all.
doesn't look unhealthy.
Yeah, I don't look like I should be obese, but with my diet, I should be obese.
Certainly should be.
Dan's arteries are state champions. He really.
Yeah.
I think
not-
at one
that's-
point Dan drank like, was it 5 sodas a day?
Oh, easily more than that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Incredible.
dude, I legitimately had a fucking kidney stone.
Oh,
when
I knew
was
you were going to say
13
those
years
2
old.
words.
Yeah, and then the doctor was like, "Hey, what's your diet?" No, this is the same trip. Had a kidney stone, and when I was there for the doctor for that, they took my height. Like my regular doctor took my height.
Yeah.
And he brought out a chart of your height, which I guess doctors keep when you're a youth.
Sure.
And you need to unlock this.
Um,
Okay.
I thought you were gonna show us the chart
Yeah,
on
you
your
know.
phone.
I got it. I actually did
Oh,
unlock
my
it,
God.
everybody. But yeah. Anyways, the doctor pulled out a chart and had my height, and he was like, "What's your diet like?" And I was like, "I'm not gonna lie to you, like it's not great." And he goes, "I know, because you stunted your growth." My growth chart was literally stunted inches.
you could have been taller. You're pretty tall.
When they say like you'll stunt your growth, that's me. I'm stunted of the growth.
That's crazy. I never heard of that actually
Well,
happening.
basically, what happens is I got my growth spurt later than I should have, so it like lowered the amount that I would have gotten.
I am
So yeah,
5'10", which is
Off-brand.
kind of tall.
it's average.
I do just want to like backtrack just like a brief moment, just to illustrate the degree of friendship that we have here on this podcast. Dan has my phone.
This is Cameron's
It's
phone.
shut off. He went to say, "You need to unlock this," and then I just made eye contact with him, and then he's like, "Okay, I know the password." Not because I've told him it before, but because he knows me that well as a person that he could be able to guess the 6-digit PIN.
It was 6 digits.
that is very impressive stuff there.
Thank you.
And he unlocked it
I
successfully.
did. It's unlocked currently. But yeah, so that was 2. And the third question is, if you were to star on any reality show, which one would it be? And mine, right off the bat, I'm going Bret Michaels' Rock of Love.
Oh my! Are you in contention for the love of Bret Michaels, or
I
are
wanna-
you a rock star?
I want to play like the Chris Harrison guy who like is like not on the show, but like the host. Like the guy who is like, there will only be one rose left.
Yeah.
He gathers the
That's
people.
me.
I got it.
Yeah, I want that.
The gatherer.
Yeah, I'm the guy who goes and is like, these are the people that are coming to get on a date with Bret Michaels.
That's cool.
You better bring like, what do they need if they're diabetic? An EpiPen. I don't know.
Who would you need to
insulin.
bring that?
Insulin pen.
Well, they
Is that okay? Can we say that on the pod?
I don't know. Jordan, what's your answer?
Bret Michaels is a type 1 diabetic. It's a very real
God,
disease.
I didn't know that.
And if
How
you
do you know that?
because I watched Rock of Love with Bret Michaels. No, but for real,
That's the off-brand.
take your diabetes seriously and get checked if you need to, kids. But okay, if you were to star on a reality show, what would it be?
Now,
Flavor of Love.
I actually was thinking Flavor of Love, but I would not want to do that. I would always want to be on Wipeout. Does that count?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
You'd be so funny on that.
That always. I loved.
How far do you think you would make it?
The thing is, like, I would watch the episodes like religiously on Hulu, and it's like, I don't know how far I would make it, but I like to be athletic. I don't sound like it, and I don't eat like it, and I may not even look like it fully. But hey, I used to do some things. But yeah, I would like to be on Wipeout. I don't really need to elaborate. It just seems like it'd be fun. And yeah, some of the people that get on there are idiots. But I guess they do casting and whatnot, so they make sure there's some idiots. And anyway, Cameron.
Well, your answer is so good. I've also always wanted to be on Wipeout just because I thought that I would be able to do well. I probably wouldn't. I don't think I could traverse the giant and like red.
The balls. That's where I think I'd mess up too.
Yeah, I think. Because that's more random, really. Is there a right way to do that? But I've recently been introduced to the TLC reality shows, i.e.
Cupcake Wars.
My 600-Pound Life.
Okay.
Or 90 Day Fiance. They're
You know what? That's on brand.
they're
That is on you.
they are fascinating. 90 Day Fiance. So Jordan, I'm just using you as an example.
That's fine.
If let's pretend Whitney lived in Switzerland, and you met her on a mission trip or something like that. You met her, you fell in love, but you had a relationship online. Then you bring her to the United States on like a marriage visa, but you have to get married in 90 days, and that's what the show's about.
I don't want to
crazy.
watch that.
I don't want to be on it, but I just actually wanted to talk about it. I thought it was the stupidest thing in the world until I actually watched it. And I was like, these people are
Insane.
so fascinating.
Oh.
But like, and because
Okay.
it's very it's like a spectacle. It's like,
All right.
wow.
What's next?
Okay. These questions come from Belzy_, Bells_. I don't know. What's best, salsa, guac, or queso?
I'm going to just let this one be a simple answer and say salsa.
I'm also going to agree with my co Daniel salsa.
I'm a little torn between guac and queso. Queso, by definition, is just like cheese salsa.
Yeah.
So I think everything's better with cheese. So I think that obviously goes above regular salsa. And I think guac, if done right, is the best.
Okay. I don't really eat guac that much, but
Neither
I will
do
say
I,
that,
Daniel.
Yeah, I will say that I don't eat cheese that often, so I just went with the regular salsa because I feel like it's the best on things.
Jordan made a face.
I knew I was going to lose him there, but it's whatever.
I've made guacamole before, and it's very good when you make it yourself.
I'm not a huge sauce person.
Same.
Is it a sauce?
Yeah.
Or a dip?
Oh, no.
I'm not a dip or sauce.
dip.
I'm not a dip.
I don't
person.
like. I have a thing for the texture of like a sauced thing on
An unsauced
thing. There we go.
Sure. Okay.
That's why I said
that mean?
I think I said on a previous pod that I prefer when people make spaghetti but let you put your own sauce on it, like they make them separately.
It's important that we're in control of the saucing process.
The ratio is there. You have to be in control of your own ratio. When you take that control away, you've lost everything.
What you're doing is taking a huge chance that your ratio matches the person you're serving's ratio. Don't miss that. Okay. Next question.
Next question. What's the best and worst thing that you can put on a resume? We are all employed. So we know something about this.
You've heard it here first. I've made many resumes for people as a designer. People ask me to help them design their resumes. The best thing, I think, depends on what your industry is. I think you should tailor your resume dependent on the job you want.
Colin, are you paying attention?
I made his
still in
resume.
school.
I designed his resume.
You made it.
Yeah.
You made his
But
resume. Did you put handsome young lad on his resume?
special skills? No, I'm just kidding.
What?
No, I did not. But seriously, I think this could be the only answer for this.
Sure.
But I'm saying tailor your resume dependent on This is a serious answer. Dependent on.
Oh, you do it
Yeah.
up.
Life advice, folks.
Yeah, this is real. This is a real one.
I now
No
know that I
comedy.
can just have Dan
Yeah.
make my resume.
Because I've been going to Google and looking at Word templates.
No, but yeah. Anyways, you should tailor your resume dependent on the job you're applying for. So, like, say I'm applying for a design job, which I did. On
And he
mine,
got.
On mine, yeah. You make sure it has certain design elements, like, your type lines up, you have your grid systems all lined up. And then I put a QR code on my resume that links to my portfolio, my website, so people can they never have to leave that to guess where they have to go to find more of you. I think that's the most important thing. But if you're going like, Colin's going to be a teacher, so it was very important that his accolades in education stand out. So you want to put that closer to the top.
Wow.
Or, you create the hierarchy of what you include based off of the needs of the position you're trying to fulfill.
Incredible.
Well, what do you think is the worst thing then, Daniel? I don't feel like I'll have
The worst
much
thing-
to contribute
Probably
here.
something like a picture of a dinosaur.
I think honestly, yes, but hit or miss, another serious one, hit or miss. If don't just keep it to one page, don't over fluff your shit. You don't need to over flush.
Because they're not gonna
Flush.
read it; they're
Fluff.
gonna skim it.
You need to make it skimmable. So don't put a whole half-page paragraph on the reason you like glitter,
And don't put a detailed illustration of a Pachycephalosaurus.
especially
in the middle
not
of it.
that. But if you're gonna pick between the two, pick the Pachycephalosaurus.
Yeah.
And that's as close as
Dan
I'm gonna
added
get.
a couple more syllables.
You know what? It's as close as I'm gonna get. I don't even know
All
if that, it could be. Does it have a bill? It sounds like it has a bill.
It has a dome. It's the ones that have the domes that run into it. Okay.
I Jeez. I'm sorry. Look, I have one.
aneurysm on the button.
I have one thing to add. Me and Cameron were talking about this weeks ago. You tell the truth, but don't be too honest. Like I said, on resumes you don't put. Sometimes I come in late, or I actually am not a nice person. You say the positive attributes about yourself, but don't be too honest to the point of you're lying.
Self-deprecate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just don't sabotage.
Deprecation.
Yeah, there you go. He had. Me.
Now many people don't do that.
All right, what's next?
Yeah,
Let's hit the
camera.
next
And
one.
the third question for Bells E _ is, when was the last time you cried? LMAO.
When was the last time you cried? Did you cry when your child was born?
I did not cry when my child was born. I was just so cool and collected. I was like, "Yep, that's the baby I expected to come." I knew you were coming for months now. So I mean, but I think are we crying from sadness or are we crying
No,
from
any
laughter?
Any cry. If a tear left your eye. Were you watching Fast and Furious 2? Is that Tokyo Drift? No, it's Too Fast, Too Furious.
You cried at two.
No, I was asking him.
Oh.
Tyrese Gibson almost died in that.
When did I almost cry? I can't.
Well, when did you cry? When did you cry?
It's not
Like
almost
from
situation.
sadness.
From anything. When have tears left your eyes? You could have got kicked in the nuts on the way here and cried, and that would be an acceptable answer.
I can't remember.
Okay, Jordan will go last. You think of it.
Yeah. You go,
I
Cameron.
cry kind of frequently, so. The last time I can answer this in three parts. I can answer this the last time I wanted to cry but didn't. Last time I did cry from sadness. Last time I cried from happiness. Last time I wanted to cry but didn't. We'll get real here.
Hey, just be serious.
I'll
right
get
now.
as real as you get. I'll
Be
match you.
frank right
I
now.
suffer from clinical depression. I take medicine for it.
As most do. It's a very serious ailment. It's not your fault.
Yes. My brain works that way. And I was just in a rut, really having trouble struggling, I couldn't really get out of bed. I'm just laying there and my cat, you guys make fun of my cats all the time, but I don't know, I felt like he just could tell that I really was not in a great mood and he just came over and just hung out with me and it made me, and then I wanted to cry.
But that's the time you didn't cry.
I did not cry. I
Hell
was
of
just,
a lead up for an
yeah.
almost.
And
Okay.
then the last time I cried from sadness was when my ex-girlfriend of 2.5 years left me
Shout out. What's up?
a week before Christmas.
Hey.
I cried the next day at work. on the dock. And the last time I cried
Looking
from
off
happiness.
the pier.
No, a dock warehouse. I work in a warehouse. Last time I cried from happiness was when I, by myself, watched Avengers Endgame on this couch for the second time, and I just spent 20 minutes crying during the whole climax fight scene. But just of happiness, I was so excited.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like I've really opened up.
Thank you, Cameron, for letting us see your true self.
You sad boy.
I don't know the last time I almost cried about something. Like I wanted to but didn't. Or like what would you say?
You ever like hear a song and want to cry? Like when I listen
No.
to Lana Del Rey, I want to cry sometimes.
I don't. I don't feel that passionately for songs just because I find myself.
I feel so warm right now. Is it these lights?
You're wearing a crew neck.
I'm gonna take it off. Continue your answer.
Okay.
Don't
I
shift the
just-
attention to me taking my shirt off.
All right. Well,
I want to reveal no skin here.
Just
Answer
keep
the-
going,
sorry,
Dan.
I was lost in the sauce, but
There's no sauce. It's
I
jelly.
I was lost in the jelly. But lost in that Smuckers. You know what I'm saying? Just snackable.
When have you
Answer the
cried?
question, Daniel.
Anyways, the last time I cried. Do you know?
I actually do remember. I think I was starting to get teared up when I was looking. I was just wallowing in Kobe Bryant's death.
Wow.
Wow, yeah. Okay,
And,
that was, you know what? I'll give you this. That was a time when I was like, I could, if I like went harder into this, I could probably cry.
Sometimes you have to like shield yourself. Like, okay, I'm done. Just close out of everything that
Yeah.
has to do with him,
Yeah,
and
that's
just
real.
go and do a different thing. Because I'm not trying to feel that sort of way. But I don't know. Being a new father, even though he died before my baby was born, I think. But knowing I was having a child, and I believe he had a like 9-month-old or something around that time, or something, a baby who was kind of
The empathy
freshly
got you.
born. Yeah, it was like,
Freshly
geez, and it made me feel like it made me feel ways about things.
You know what? I do remember this. And I'll get real with you just as Cameron did because we're honest here on this pod and we do it for the viewers and this is the Ask Us Anything. But honestly, Colin was taking a video when I was being serious. but yeah, I think, okay, so I have this thing where my patience is very low sometimes. And I know that. And it doesn't bode well because I also tend to try to put myself in controlling situations. And so sometimes I know that I can get a little impatient in those. And the people that I'm talking to, sometimes I can have a tendency to like, you know, we'll say, you know, lash out maybe or say something a little that I didn't want to say, but it just kind of came out. And then I know that those people like, you know, feel terrible about it. And there was like a week when things were going pretty bad for me as well, Cam. And I found myself doing that more to people that didn't deserve it. And I was like, man, you know, I'd probably hate me if I was those people. And so that made me real sad.
Did you cry?
I did. Yeah.
But that's okay because crying is good.
Yeah.
You know, people think like, you know, there's just crying is great. I love to cry. If no, seriously.
That's why you had so many
because-
examples on
But it's such a good release of emotions that like you may not have intentionally been closing away, but are closed away and they just come out sometimes. And this is really weird. Oh God, here we go.
You
This
really
is
went
such a
to a
weird
whole
thing to talk-
transformation without that crew neck.
Yeah, I have a there's an American,
like
a
an
Native
Apache
American
chief or
and
something.
and an eagle on my shirt. But I think that I've been called an empath. Wow. But like,
Isn't that when you can talk to animals?
To somebody who reads comic books, it means like a different thing than what it really is. But basically, I just feel like emotions very
Intensely.
very intensely, very like if you're happy, I'm like I get very happy.
Nice.
So like if I go a long time without crying, I will have like a dream where I am crying. Like
That's crazy.
it's weird, and sometimes it's like really sad things happen in the dream. This is like the worst thing in the world. Like I had a dream like I watched Alex golf.
Golf?
like get into a car crash.
Oh my God. He didn't though.
No, he didn't. But in the dream, it happened, and I cried a lot.
Why'd you come to this mic?
Sorry.
And so, but yeah, it's just crying. It's just a great release, and I
Yeah.
think everybody should try.
I
to
think
cry
it's a
more.
good checkpoint too, to where if you get to the point where you don't really expect it to come out and it does, I think you should really take notice of that and talk through it how you can.
Yeah. Next question.
Next question.
Well, that concludes all that one.
Check.
So
Next person. Thank you for your questions.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, those were cool.
Those were good ones. Those made us dive
we're
deep.
on.
Yeah, we
we're on
opened up.
protesting pyro.
And we're only answering one of these questions.
Because the others are
My God.
questionable.
What are you doing?
Which is
Good
the one
God.
about the Invisible Man.
Is that the one we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay, so
There aren't enough censor beeps in the world.
this one
to answer
is
some of these questions.
by protest. Sorry, Daniel. This the mic. This one is about protesting. I mean, this one is. Hey,
Hey.
this one is. These questions are from protesting _ pyro _ and we're going to just go right to that third question. If the invisible man pees, is his pee invisible too? Dan?
I'm going to say yes, it is, because I believe it contains his DNA, which is invisible.
Yeah, but if it wasn't, if he was invisible and the pee wasn't, then you would see it
In his body, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because even the things that he would digest would have to be in his body at all times, and you don't see those.
Yeah,
so I'm going to go with you don't see his
That's an
pee.
easy question.
I think that's it, honestly,
The Invisible Man doesn't exist.
that we know
Well,
of.
we can't see them.
Exactly.
He's a cryptid.
Okay.
The next one down.
Okay, the next one actually is Tamara Infinity 4.
Who's that?
She is a coworker of mine.
Oh.
Or she was an intern.
Oh.
Well, let's not dive
Well, she
too
might
deep
still-
into the
She
background
might
of
still
this
be.
person.
Ask
We
the
don't know.
fucking questions.
But anyways, number one, the number one question is,
still be.
did Dan really find all the Albert Einsteins at his desk? As previously, and by previously I mean 3.5 seconds ago, stated, she worked with me, and I once hid a picture of Albert Einstein's head on various items on her desk to see if she would find it. And she did, and then she hit it back like a rookie, because you're not going to win this race with me.
Like a rookie.
So, well, she didn't know that you're not going to win at this. So what I did then was I put one under the sensor of her mouse.
So that when she tries to move her mouse,
Yeah.
the mouse on the cursor doesn't move.
It wouldn't move. And then she'd have to pick up her mouse to see what was wrong with it. And when she lifted it up, she
Albert
saw that
Einstein.
there was Albert Einstein.
My employees do that to me all the time.
So to get back at me for that one, she put like 50 Einsteins all over the place to see if I would find them. But then to get back at her for that one, she came back to visit. She's at college. She goes to college. She came back to visit like months later, right? And I told another one of our coworkers, Ace, I said, when she comes back, I'm going to do something diabolical.
Whoa.
And so I printed one out. And when she was, when she came back, she was talking to everybody else, getting acquainted, and I just left the room like I was going to go to the bathroom or something. What I was really doing
was
was
dressing up as Albert Einstein.
no.
Oh.
But what I did was I took an Albert Einstein that was a little bigger than usual and some tape, and I put it on her back windshield so that when she was pulling away out of, like, she left and everyone said goodbye and everything, she left, and when she looked into her rear view mirror,
She
she
saw-
saw Albert Einstein staring back at her, and that's it.
That's hilarious.
And that's how it
Very
goes.
good stuff.
So
Andy.
that's the answer to that, because they can't really do that. Number two question from Tamara Infinity 4 is, what's the worst Tinder date you've ever been on?
I'm gonna lead this one off and say, look, I have never used Tinder or installed the app, so I'm gonna pass this one off to my co-podders.
You go. I just answered that whole thing. You can go.
Okay.
Let's go back to last week.
That one got an off-camera Colin laugh.
Well, I don't go on many dates from Tinder. So, well,
Let's look at my TV right now.
most most of the Tinder, I do get some Tinder matches, but it's usually very attractive women that just never say anything back to me. So I would say the worst Tinder date is the one that hasn't happened because you didn't give me a chance.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's move on. Dan, your turn.
Okay.
You probably have
Oh,
a
the
real
worst.
story here. Dan's handsome.
I don't know if I've
He is
gone
handsome.
on that many Tinder dates.
Fucking liar.
No, I'm serious.
Tell the story about the one where it became. That's not. I'm sorry. Where it turned out to be a man.
What? I don't have a story.
The Jeff story. Just what's your worst date, Dan?
That story never happened. I wish it did because I tell it right now. But I honestly don't know what the worst one was. I can't think of a terrible one off the top of my head.
He's so good at dates, it's impossible for him to have a bad date.
I don't remember the last Tinder date I went on. Genuinely.
Well, I mean, yeah, a lot of things have to go right for you to go on a Tinder.
Yeah, there's a lot of steps to get to before the date, and I'd say that by that step, they've already gone terribly. So that's my answer.
What if you wanted to extend it to just dates, period? Could you do that and keep
worst
the
date
person
you
anonymous?
Worst date I've ever been on?
Oh boy, oh boy.
I don't go on that many dates, man.
Why not?
I don't know.
They're already hooked by the time they meet him. They're
Dating's fun.
No, I don't know. I don't go on that many dates.
The worst date I've ever been on. This is with a girlfriend that I had at the time. If there's something you know about me, and maybe they're listening. This is a long time ago. Maybe they're listening to the podcast. I don't know. I get motion sickness, and I cannot ride amusement park rides.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can only ride roller coasters because it's not a fixed motion. So like anything back and forth, spin, can't do it, won't do
gonna
it,
put
or
that
I
back
will throw up. And then she made me go to an amusement park with her and got really upset when I wouldn't ride any of the rides. But I tried to explain to her, I wish that I could make you happy here, but just getting sick and throwing up in a public trash can is not worth that to me. And then she's like, well, I'm gonna ride it by myself. And I'm like, have fun, I'll sit here on this bench. And then that's what I did. That date sucked.
Well, that Cam made up for mine. I honestly can't think of a bad one, so I'm sorry. But she actually asked a fourth question because she was one of the people that didn't know if, or actually she followed the correct directions when I said 3+. But her fourth question was, is drinking a tall glass of milk on any given day for pleasure and enjoyment something you do? I will say for the first 23 years of my life, no, but recently I found myself craving chocolate milk. So I've been drinking that.
I'll drink just a glass of 2% milk sometimes.
You fuck up a glass of 2%?
Yeah, sometimes.
I am lactose intolerant, so I have to buy special types of milk.
What did you drink last podcast, though?
Lactate milk.
But what did you drink?
Soy
What did
milk,
you drink when we
oat
recorded the
milk,
last podcast?
Almond milk.
What do you mean? What did I drink?
What did I bring, and then what did you drink?
Does it rhyme with
chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk, regular chocolate milk, no lactate here. So, sorry, Whitney.
I love chocolate milk.
Do you want to read the next one?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Yep.
Wow, we have
so
many more questions.
We might have to
go.
just all right.
Speed round.
No, look, we can just make this a 2-part episode. That's fine.
Just answer. We'll start doing one of everybody's.
A lot of content. No, look, come on. People
Why
took the
not?
time to ask these
All right,
questions. We're
fine.
gonna answer.
People took the time to ask 3 because they wanted 2 entries.
And you know what?
That's fair.
So these next questions, we'll just speed up the answers a little bit. This next question, they're from its_purple with an extra E at the end of purple. That's the only location for E's in purple. What's your guys' take on Pokemon?
Cameron's the only one with a take. I like it. I like the old ones a lot better. Cameron followed it a lot more than we ever did. I liked the original when I was a kid. The cartoons, the cards, all the rides. But that's as far as I can contribute to that.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's purple _.
I didn't play any of the
Please.
games. I saw some of the episodes, like sometimes, but I was never really big into it. I like Pikachu and Mewtwo is his name. I always thought he was really cool.
That movie was cool.
But yeah, that's about as
They
far as
remade
I
it.
go there.
Did they?
On Netflix.
I don't wanna
in
watch
3D
that.
animated.
Sounds
I think.
worse.
Yeah, in short, I love Pokemon. I grew up on it my whole life. I have a lot of the games. I played the newest one. I have a Game Boy Color still with copies of Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and Blue. And,
You have Crystal.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. The first one with animated sprites.
Maybe the best cartridge of any Game Boy Color game that ever
Crystal, yeah.
was made.
Obviously. I don't want to go too into that because I love it.
Next.
Dan has, I want to mention this, and he will not give them to me, but he has sealed Pokemon Pikachu walkie-talkies.
I do.
I know he showed them to me. He won't give them to me, nor will he sell them and make money for himself. They're probably worth like $100 to $200, but they're probably just collecting dust.
They are collecting dust in a basement.
If you hear this podcast, comment below. Give Cameron those walkie-talkies.
Next question.
Next question: if you could own one. If you could own one, he put one think, but I think he meant one thing. If you could own one thing you always wanted, what would it be?
Eternal happiness and
You
companionship.
can't own. Can you own that? I think he means something material.
Oh,
Unlimited hair gel.
nah. If you use, here's a pro tip for you hair gel users. Just don't keep using the same hair gel all the time because your hair kind of gets used to it. So like you gotta switch it up every once in a while so you can like don't destroy your hair.
What about you, Jordan?
Wait, so what is your answer now?
One thing that I could have that I've always wanted. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what I've always wanted. Is that bad?
No. You just need to analyze.
You know what I've always
what
wanted?
you want.
Need more
I've always
introspection.
wanted, if I could have anything right now in the world, I'd have a third mic for us.
Hey,
So take that.
hey, we spent that mic money on an Amazon gift card.
Yeah, one of you guys
That's a
can
budget.
buy us a mic with the money you win from the randomized contest.
Hey,
All right, Jordan,
I would love. What's the question?
what is one thing that if you could buy anything, or you could,
something you could own that you've
always
always
wanted
wanted.
I would like a DW drum set. Those are like
Oh, that's a good
$6,000. But I would actually get the Performance Series, which is only about $2,000.
don't you have the Questlove kit?
Yeah, but that's from Ludwig. But I would like that High-end drum set,
Call me a
and
poser.
I need another drum set.
Why? Don't
Because
you
I
have
just
two?
I have three actually, but I just want another one. So I would love if someone just gave me a drum set. So yeah, Cameron.
This question is very easy for me. I love material items. I am a goblin. I like to collect things, books, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But one thing that I've always wanted is a chin. I just actually don't have a chin. I look like Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Now that you mention it,
Yeah,
you
no
do
chin.
lack a chin. I have too
lack a
much chin. If I could give you some of mine,
I
I'd
wish
give
I
you.
could have some more chin.
I would, if I could donate chin, I'd give it to
Yeah,
you.
because I need it.
I got
need
too
it.
much. From the side, I look like a witch.
His third question: what is one hobby / thing you do that no one really knows about? And then he adds, "Can't wait to hear this podcast to answer these questions." Smiley face.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. Thank you for asking the question. We appreciate you.
Yeah, this is Tyler. He's one of my employees, and he's been listening to us for the first.
Thank you for
episode.
sticking
He deserves
around
a
with
shout
us.
out here. Thank you.
Thank you for sticking with us.
We love you, Tyler.
We do,
And your family.
we'll keep doing this for you and your family. Hopefully, none of them are sick, and if they are, then I hope that they get better.
Jeez. Yeah. So one hobby and thing that I guess I mentioned. I play.
Yeah.
For those of you not watching the video, the microphone just had started to fall. We caught it though.
It didn't start to fall. Cam hit it.
I hit it and it magically started. Colin hit the microphone and it started to fall. I play card games.
That's not that
I
unexpected.
play Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I have a big tournament at the end of the week or
So
at the end of the
Jordan.
month. It's kind of interesting. People, okay, whatever.
No,
Thanks.
that's good. That was a good answer, Cameron. Especially because we learned earlier that he's very athletic. So knowing that he does cards is like, whoa, out of the blue.
I wish I never mentioned it.
What?
It's kind of embarrassing sometimes because
Nah,
people
you're
have
good.
this perception.
Bro,
But,
you're
like,
good.
It's like a social thing. It's
You're good.
You get to meet people.
I know how to
that
play
way.
chess. Would you guess that if you looked at me?
I would destroy you
No,
in
I didn't
chess.
know that.
See, there you go. Me and Josh play sometimes. We have glass chess at the house.
I whooped Josh's candy ass at the beach in chess.
Jesus.
Last time I went to the beach with you guys, Josh Smay,
Wow, first and last name.
Joshua
Smayerson.
Ronald. I knew it. Joshua Ronald Smay. I whooped your ass in chess. Jordan,
Anyways,
your turn.
Jordan.
I have no idea. Was it unexpected hobby?
Mm-hmm. You play League of Legends.
There you go.
I do. I don't know if that's unexpected.
It's unexpected
Probably because I have a
family.
family, but yeah, I've been playing League of Legends for. It kind of is, yeah. That's good.
2009.
Yeah, since I was a freshman in high school, and
That wasn't 2009.
so I graduated 2014.
2010.
So probably
You went in
2010,
2009 though.
and it's 2020. So at least 10 years I've been playing.
Jesus Christ. We're
I
old.
follow the esports scene heavily. I'm very invested in that, at least the North American scene. Well,
What's your favorite team?
no, I like. Actually, CLG was my team.
Yes, that's my favorite team.
There you go. And
Was it
but
the
actually,
Ben
like,
Afro move?
yes, that's my boy. I also like Double F. I actually have a poster signed by him. Now these are professional esports players, so you may not know who the heck I'm talking about, but you can Google them on your own time. But I love League of Legends. I wish I could work in the industry. It's really one of my passions. I love it so much. Next question.
Well,
Well,
Dan
I
gets.
didn't-
Oh, and Daniel.
An unexpected hobby of mine. I don't.
Deodorizing.
No, I enjoy. I like. I don't know.
Dan plays basketball.
I do.
Dan plays music.
Yeah.
They don't know that.
Yeah, I do. I play music. Me and my friend Will, who I've known for the better part of 10 years now, make music as part of a sort of a group called No Joke. You can look us up.
They have millions of streams.
We really do.
That's real
Genuinely.
life.
They perform in venues and whatnot.
It's a lot of fun. I don't know
like
if
Daft
a lot of
Punk.
people know that, but yeah, it's cool.
except without the masks and
You can see their
following.
face.
Anyways, next question.
Sorry.
And then that would be it for his questions. Jordan's gonna get to read Zach's questions.
Here we go, Zach, my man. Sorry. So this is from.
Can I,
This is Zach. Oh.
Colin? Would you be so kind as to get me a glass of water, please?
All right. So these questions are from Zach Latzel 4. That's his name on Instagram. Question for Dan and Cam. Top 3 favorite / funniest moments from our high school volleyball team.
I'm only gonna we're gonna give one. 3 is a
each
lot.
of us. Well,
If I give one and you give one, that's 2, and we're 2/3 of the way there. And
right.
2/3 is a lot.
all right. Yeah, I have so many.
I think one of the funniest ones that I can remember was.
This could be a whole podcast
Yeah, it
episode
could.
of itself.
I think that a funny one was we had this tournament one time where we were bad because we all didn't sleep very much, and then we went to this vending machine and we had $1. And
beans.
out of this vending machine we got these beans.
Sport beans.
They were called sports beans.
They were
And
jelly beans.
They were jelly beans, really, and we ate the beans before the match. And our next match was against like one of the number 3 teams like in the whole state, and we downed these beans. All like the 6 of us that played the main rotation downed these beans, and we got fucking jacked. Like we were hype.
Textbook placebo.
Yeah, these beans did something to us that we didn't know. But we went out
Didn't
there.
actually do anything.
But
we just thought they did.
Yeah, but we went out and we crushed the number 3 team at the time in the first set. And then the second set, the beans wore off. and
We were literally shouting beans, sports beans, like at the other team. They
Yeah.
must have thought we were insane.
and the second one, we all collectively just looked around and it was wearing off. It was like in Space Jam when the secret stuff that's just the water, when they think it's wearing off and their muscles deplete, that was us.
Yeah.
And we lost. I don't even know if we scored many.
We basically had game breaker.
Yeah, we used our special move for one set and then we got knocked out the very next set. That was funny to me.
Well, this is actually Zach's only question.
Okay.
So we get to spend a little more time. I could rapid fire a couple off. The time, I'll take that. Thank you.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you, Colin.
Okay, so like the time where Dan went to dive for a ball, but instead of actually diving, he just slowly got on the ground, laid down on his stomach, and extended his arm. That's not an exaggeration. That's actually what he did.
That actually might be giving me too much
He didn't get the
credit.
ball. He literally did not. There's the time where I ran to get a shanked pass that was way off the court, and I screamed, "I got it! I got it! I got it!" And then I threw my arms in the air, completely missed. The ball hit me on my head, and then I spun around and fell, and everyone laughed at me. That one moment, I'm pretty sure Dan got so angry at one of the games, he took his shirt off. I frequently had to pull Dan off of the referee stand because he was yelling at the ref. But my all-time favorite moment, all time, I tell this story so much, it's my favorite story in the world. We had just come back from a tournament, and we got destroyed. We didn't win a single set. And our coach at the time, his name was Coach Brandon.
Shout out, Coach Brandon.
Was a very easily rustled man. Intense guy. And he was mad. He gave us a huge lecture. He's like, I don't want any of you guys to say a word. Because you guys should be really mad that you lost. You guys should be really upset with your performance. I don't want to hear any of you say a single word on the bus ride home. And it was a long bus ride. And on long bus rides, we always, I guess it was state mandated that you had to stop and feed the kids because it took a long time. So we knew we were going to stop at McDonald's. So after this big lecture, he's like, you guys should, you got to be really like upset. Don't say a single word. Immediately after that, our friend Zach, who asks the question, I see his head poke above the bus seat like a meerkat, and he just side-eyes everybody and goes, McDonald's! And it was so funny.
Yeah,
It's probably not as funny to the listeners. He really had to be there, but Zach's gonna hear this and he's gonna laugh. That's my all-time favorite moment of high school volleyball.
Who's next? Next person.
This is you reading it.
Me? All right, give me that shit.
You are on. Amy asked the fourth question, but let's just skip that.
Sorry, Amy. We value you.
Is it a hard?
The next question comes from Kikizio, 15. First one, he says, is water wet? Water is not wet.
It is not
water
wet.
makes things wet.
Correct.
Wet is an attribute that water gives to another thing.
Yes, next question.
Next question. What is your favorite meme of all time and why? My favorite meme of all time is a tie between the blinking guy who's like, that thing, because I love that.
Dan, for those of you listening, Dan just did the blinking guy thing.
And the second one is the
You
Papa
look like
John.
that guy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The second one is the Papa John's one that just happened where he goes, I'm eating 40 pizzas in 30 days. Because that's fucking hilarious. The fact that, and there was the guy who commented under the video and someone was like, why is he all sweaty? And he would just always answer with, because he ate 40 pizzas in 30 days. He said, why is his voice so deep? Because he ate 40 pizzas in 30 days. And that's just it. What do you got?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I was
I don't know. I was going through my meme
Catalog.
in my brain. So a lot of really good memes.
Well, I think like a meme template.
Yeah, I know. I'm dumbfounded. Well, I think I'm gonna pass this one on to Cameron and think a little longer.
I have mine. I loved the moth memes when they were a thing. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Lamp.
Is this a thing, right? Or something like that?
No. Like it was like
might have been a
jokes
butterfly.
about like an actual moth, and he's like,
That sounds funny.
but there's two moths talking. It's like, brother, I crave the forbidden lamp. And they're like, no, brother, and he flies into the sun.
I think I have seen it.
You haven't seen the moth memes? Okay, Jordan,
Okay.
your turn.
Okay.
I thought they were funny.
I like
I have more water. Colin's the best.
I like the one where it's the guy who was the Green Lantern.
Ryan Reynolds.
No, not the Green Lantern. That's fully the wrong person. The Green Goblin. in Spider-Man.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah,
Oh,
where
I'm
I'm
kind
something
of
of a scientist myself.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I like that one. There's a lot of really good memes, but
You good on that one?
yeah, that's gonna be it.
All right,
for
his
me.
third question, I'm just going to take myself because it says, how much stuff can you stuff in your stuffy till your stuffy's stuffed enough stuff? And I'm just going to say, enough.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
Enough stuff.
next, I'm just going to keep reading Hunter's because I didn't really get that one. But next one is H. Twyford. Hunter Twyford,
He was a guest.
he was a guest. His first question is Cam. This one's for just Cam.
Nice.
You said only Dan and Santa Claus have your number, but I have your number, and I am not Dan. So am I Santa?
It's like a logic question.
That's Hunter, I think that is a question that answered itself.
And we can't give you the answer because there might be kids listening. And we can't reveal your identity. Mm-hmm. His second question is for me. And it
Me as
says,
in Dan. Dan is me.
What is my favorite sniper
thank you, Colin.
in Call of Duty history?
That's a good question.
And what is my favorite pastime activities with said sniper? This question,
Sticks and stones.
me and Hunter used to play this game together a lot, and I like the M40 from COD 4 because that was the game we played, Call of Duty 4. We played it together, and I liked it, and we got really good at it. And my favorite pastime was playing with Hunter because he's my friend, and it made me very happy every time we did.
Dan was very good at sniping in Call of Duty.
Thank you. This next one's for Jordan,
Oh boy.
and it says,
Boy.
which League of Legends character best fits your person? It's a very specified
That's a good question. You'd have to play League of Legends to actually understand. It's actually I don't even play games like that. I play who is fun. So I'm trying to think of the characters and their personalities.
I feel like you could say anyone.
Yeah, and no one would even care.
Yeah.
But I like Lucian. He's black. He has guns. He's very serious.
He
And
loves his wife.
He loves
his wife.
Yeah.
Just like Jordan.
He actually loved his wife.
And
And
now she came back.
it's really cool to see someone play him really well because he's one of the few characters I felt like he was actually a dude who, like, when you see someone play him well, it's almost like Lucian has his own brain because he's like he's alternating with the guns and he's dashing and everything. I like Lucian's really cool.
And this next one from him says, for all of us, dream situation podcast guest and why?
Oh,
Dream situation has to be Henry Cavill. And I think that can be agreed upon for all of us, just to ask.
no, there are actually better guests. I love Henry Cavill as much as the next guy, but there are
I don't
better.
think you do because the next guy is us two, and we both would say Henry Cavill.
I would not say Henry Cavill.
Well, I'm deceived.
I would say I'm gonna go with either Leonardo DiCaprio
Oh, that's a good one.
or was it Christopher Nolan?
Wow. I would say Kanye West.
I don't really want to talk to Kanye
I
West.
do.
That man
Lil
is...
Wayne,
I'd talk to Lil
Action
Wayne.
Bronson,
Action Bronson, there you go.
Big Body Bess.
Nope, just Action Bronson.
T-Pain.
Okay.
You can bring him along, but
I spilled
T-Pain?
water on my crotch. Ah, it's cold. Why'd you put so much ice in it, Colin?
Because I remember last
Ah.
time 3 cubes.
Wow.
Oh,
Jeez, it is it is there is cold water on my
I
testicles.
got him wine.
Okay.
He said 3 ice cubes.
Anyways.
Well, that was Colin. You were so thoughtful. I'm sorry. I was just caught up in the moment. I didn't mean to blame you for this incident.
That's how I get in trouble. But anyways, the next one is from _Judy _Lou
Also a guest.
_ also a guest. This one's for Cam.
Hey.
If you were to get a tattoo on your other cheek, what would it be? Cheek meaning
Other cheek.
ass.
wait, what do you mean? What's she mean? Other cheek? What's that mean?
I do have a tattoo, and now the world will know. I wanted to keep this, kind of under wraps. I have a tattoo on my ass cheek.
Okay.
Of what, Cam? Tell us what of.
It's the words "Born to Die."
I'm gonna put your ass on the screen in this
No,
video.
you know what? If you have a saved picture of it,
It's on. I do. It's on your gram or something.
no, it was on my story, so
Oh, you
you
took
do
it
not,
off?
no longer have access.
Oh, well, you
to
can send it to me.
Oh God. Well, yeah, it is. It says "Born to Die" in the font of
As all of our
of
ass
the-
cheeks are.
of the Lana Del Rey album.
You
Lana
really
Del
love
Rey.
Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey. I do. She's like my favorite singer-songwriter. Also, I just thought it would be funny.
So what
It
would
is
you,
funny.
if you were to get another tattoo on your other cheek, what would it be? More Lana Del Rey?
No. I'm done getting
Jerry from Tom and Jerry?
No.
Austin Powers from
Austin
Austin
Powers?
Powers.
That's a no. I think if I were to get a tattoo, another tattoo on my ass cheek, it would be.
Die to live. Die to born.
It would probably be. This is really hard because I don't want another tattoo on my ass cheek.
Well, we're not, like, we're in...
This is you're at gunpoint and they're like, choose a tattaoo
Well,
or
it's
we'll
not like
kill
we're at
you.
80 minutes or anything, so keep
This
going.
is fine. Oh my god, this is fine. We can break it up into two
Keep
parts.
going.
I would
not
probably
doing that.
it would probably say Daniel Patrick Cronin
There we go.
in like a nice font, like in Helvetica.
I'd take that. This next one is for me, and it says, do you ever think about the fact that some McDonald's employees don't wash their hands before they make their food? I do. It haunts me. I try not to think too hard about it every day, or else I would never eat. And this one is for Jordan. It says, if you had to erase one cereal from existence, what would it be?
This is how you can tell Judy really listens to our
Yeah.
podcast. Thank you, Judy.
I appreciate, these are well thought out questions. Good work there. Erase a cereal from existence. Well, this is funny because in my brain, I've already erased many cereals from their existence because I just choose not to eat them. I could just choose one of those terrible cereals. Let's go with life. I'm erasing life from cereal. I know. I'm sorry, Cameron.
I
but
love Life cereal.
I'm erasing
who
it from
cries.
existence.
Snap.
And then she says, everyone,
I know.
for everyone, if you were to win the championship belt for anything, what would it be? And I'm just going to put it out as anything anyone challenges me
Oh
in.
yeah.
Try me, bitch.
There it is. Probably not. How about you would not? Well, if I challenged you in a challenge to not have kidney stones, you would lose that one. So there.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel confident in a head-to-head battle of anything.
Here's fun. Let's give each other a title because
Okay.
it's one thing to
Yeah.
be like, oh, I'm the best
I like that.
person ever. I think Dan and I can agree that Jordan holds the title of having the fastest single pedal bass drum kick.
Jordan, yeah.
Of
that
all
would be him.
time.
Jordan is easily the best percussionist I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. I would accept the title with grace, and the belt would be hung from the dining room wall. Thank you.
Right above where he eats.
Yes.
Cam, I would give you a championship belt for being
Hospitable and letting us film the podcast.
what mic do you think you're talking into?
I would give him a. No, Dan. What were you gonna say? Go.
I was
what you
gonna say I would give him a championship belt for somehow spending the least most amount of money of anyone I've ever known.
Yes. I am a thrift god. I have been described as the general of the Salvation Army. I love spending little on as much as I possibly can. My whole entire wardrobe is from thrift stores. I am a thrifty person. I shop at thrift grocery stores. Yes. Wow.
What would my belt be?
Yeah, what do we give Dan?
I think we could give him a belt for his ability to keep his hair current
Yeah.
with the times.
His hair's great. It's always changing yet staying the same.
Is it changing?
Yeah, it changes often. You
In
literally
life?
right now, as I look at Dan, he has the fashionable single strand going somehow directly down the middle of his forehead.
I did not know.
But you got it.
Thank you.
And if we were all to give Colin an award,
If I was to give Colin an award, I'd give it to be, honestly, he's the nicest person in the entire world.
well, my mom is the nicest person.
Well, you're a damn liar. No, I'm just kidding. Your mom is very friendly. I love her very much.
she's
She's been
great.
very hospitable to me every time.
Colin is nice, and I would give him the helpful award. He's
Yeah.
so helpful. He got me 2 glasses of water.
I think
off
he's
screen-
helpful to
Off
humanity.
screen. Yes.
But okay.
I get to read next questions. That's it for
All right.
Judy, right?
I would go one from the next guy and then the last one. Or one from the last one.
No, we can answer these 3
Why?
because they're good.
Are they?
We asked people to ask us
Fine.
questions, Dan.
Let's not insult them on the podcast.
These are from Weston.Hawkins, a coworker of mine. 1, you can invite 3 famous people to dinner. Who do you invite and why?
All right, each of us name one person.
Yeah, if we have definitely maybe a podcast dinner, who do we
Steve
invite?
Carell.
Gordon Ramsay, he's going to cook the food.
Nice.
Hugh Jackman.
That would be so fun.
Nice. That's a hell of a trio, too.
Yeah. Wow, we could film that.
Next.
Next question. Dan is really rushing these. Like, unbelievable. 2, if a shirt isn't tucked into the pants, are the pants tucked into the shirt?
No. I believe that the tuck requires a certain snugness.
This is true.
Okay, but if...
You know? Think about it that way.
I think you have to actively do something in order for it to be tucked.
Yeah,
You can't just
have
not
to
do
tuck.
nothing.
The tuck
then
is the
it's
action
tucked.
that you take.
Okay, yeah,
Without that.
things don't unintentionally become tucked.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you get tucked into bed, tucking shirts into. You don't just. Oh, I happen to be tucked. No, you are actively tucked.
So if
have
I
tucked.
if I were to kidnap Jordan, would I be tucking him into the trunk of my car?
Well,
that's
if you
your
threw me in there,
transportation.
then what's the next question?
Okay, and number 3, a penguin wearing a sombrero walks through your door. What does he say, and why is he there?
I'd imagine he says... And that was the sound a penguin makes.
That is not. They're like.
No, see, there I've
that
played an actual soundbite of a penguin.
Oh, so
So it sounds like this.
Olay because he has a sombrero on.
He'll say, "Adios mio." Taco Bell do not taste like the tacos from my Spanish homeland.
That is terrible.
What? I'm sorry.
awful.
Look. This is a constant critique. You know that Taco Bell is just American.
That's not what we're talking
I'm sorry. When I think of sombrero, I just think of
Taco Bell?
yeah. I'm sorry, and maybe that's wrong because Taco Bell has
Definitely
nothing to
maybe
do
bringing you
with.
stereotypes since 2020.
Look.
Maybe he would introduce himself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He would say, you know, I am Jorge.
Next. Sorry.
Cameron, next question.
Jordan was frightened. He asked the last one, and we can. He asked the fourth one. We can just. Dan is going to be the most passionate here. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
That's it.
I agree with that.
I'm not a soda drinker, so I have no input.
Pepsi has a better versatility of their selection of the things that they, not just the cola, but the assortment of beverages that they have.
Better logo,
Yes, that's for sure.
better colors,
Yes, that is for sure.
better taste,
Yes, that is for sure.
better ingredients,
No.
better pizza.
Papa John's.
Oh, okay.
All right. Next.
Last question,
The final question.
and then we get to discover the winner of the podcast contest.
Contest.
Okay.
You could add.
We actually got through all this. Okay, so this
If
is
you
from.
wanted to.
This last question is by Caribbean Girl 17023.
Which was my screen name in high school. No.
Okay. She
My AIM
asks,
chat name.
"What's you guys' favorite musician?"
I don't
Daniel.
I don't know if I have a favorite musician because I have an assortment, but I will say that I've been on record saying that if you are going to listen to music in today's age, you should listen to a band called Tuxedo. They will make you feel great, and it's just if you haven't listened to them, I think you should listen to them. That's it. Oh, also the band I'm in, no joke. Stream it.
They are very good.
But Tuxedo.
When we say musician, are we saying like people who actually play instruments or like artists? I'm
I
thinking
go
it's
artists.
artists.
Yeah.
This is a tough one, but I really like.
How are you guys thinking so
really
hard?
tough.
These questions are easy.
I didn't think.
I have a lot. I've listened to a ton of music. There's a
can
lot
give
of
any of
very
them.
good.
You used to really like Ellie Goulding.
I do love Ellie Goulding. I did love her.
Starry Eyes was a banger.
I'm gonna go with actually Pogo. He remixes
Nice.
movies and makes them into little songs, and I actually think he's one of the most talented dudes out there right now because he's been doing that since I've been in high school, and he's still making music, and his production quality is going up, and I think he's really honing his craft where he's at the top of his field, honestly. Wow. Cameron.
Well, my favorite rapper is Action Bronson. I listen to a lot of rap. I like Action Bronson, Joey Badass. My favorite singer-songwriter, Lana Del Rey. My favorite band, Weezer, but only the first 2 albums, Blue album and Pinkerton. If I'm listening to R&B, Usher. Absolutely.
Where are you putting the Duchess in there?
Oh, man. Pop, Fergie, The Duchess. That album has straight bangers
It does have
and nothing else.
I haven't heard that.
You haven't heard The Duchess? You have
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
you
radio.
have. London Bridge,
London
Glamorous.
Bridge. Glamorous. Clumsy.
Clumsy.
Fergalicious.
Fergalicious.
Big Girls Don't Cry.
Big Girls Don't
That
Cry.
is 5 number ones.
Wow.
All from one album.
Very impressive stuff there.
It really is. Actually, I don't know if they were in fact number ones, but
Number 1 to me.
number one, they're just bangers.
They were the number 1. Each of them individually at one point in time was the number 1 most played song in your toaster car when we were singing to them. So.
Absolutely. Today I listened to Bring Me the Horizon. There's a throwback. Shout out to Zach. He'll love that one. I listen to a lot of punk rock music. I like the bands called Screeching Weasel and
Yeah.
NoFX, the Descendants.
Well, you've really outdone yourself with this question.
And my favorite local musician is Dan Cronin.
Part of No Joke, half with Will Gingrich.
But also, Dan is just such a great musician. It's insane.
No, I think if you're going pure musicianship of actually knowing music,
Jordan Davis.
Jordan is easily better than
Jordan's
I
the best drummer I've literally
Yeah.
ever seen in my life. Travis Barker, fuck off.
Oh my God. No, yeah, Jordan is incredible. He studies what he does and he understands it really well.
I appreciate that, Dan. And yeah, Dan is actually very talented. I don't know where he learned to play guitar. I'll just see it on his Snapchat, and it's very, very good stuff. And I don't know. I shouldn't keep being surprised by Dan, but how he finds a way to surprise me every month.
And now, so
It's contest time, right?
Before the contest, I do have a closing question
Okay.
that was not on the Instagram. It was texted to me. The user will remain anonymous, but they ask, "How did we get our name?"
Definitely maybe a podcast.
Definitely, maybe a podcast.
Well, overall, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no,
this. Over the years, we've, like we explained previously, we sort of had our own language of things. And this isn't necessarily, definitely maybe isn't necessarily, something that has never been said. But the reason why, or how we said it might have been a little weird. Like me and Jordan had a thing where there was Honest Abe, who was really honest. And then there was Honest Gabe.
Right.
And he was just not honest.
Not
at all.
honest
He
at
was
all.
a liar. So definitely maybe became a thing where it was like, if you said definitely, you were going to do that thing. If you said maybe, you might do that thing. But if I said, or Jordan said, or Cam said definitely maybe, then there was a very good chance you were not going to do that thing. And so it sort of fit in, like if you were going to say like, hey, are you coming to my party tonight? You could say, definitely maybe I'll be there. And that's basically a roundabout way of saying I'm not coming to your fucking party. But so basically it fits in really well with the things that we talk about because we don't really give concrete answers. So when we say definitely maybe a podcast, it means like, well, it is a podcast, but like the things that we talk about on the podcast may not be, 100% accurate all the time.
Beautiful answer.
And that's it.
And that's it. Let's
Colin,
get a winner.
Please give me the randomizer. So to do this, here's what we're gonna do. Contest time. Play contest music right here. All right. Anyways,
I was saying like da, 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 da.
oh, we can do that too. I'll do them both. Fuck it. All right. So here's what it is. We have a randomizer. There's 23 names in this randomizer. What we're gonna do is we're going to. All right. Here. We're gonna ask Siri first to pick a number between 1 and 23. How do I do that on here? Do I just hold this in? Hey Siri. Hey
I'm
Siri.
freestyling at this point.
Colin, come work Siri.
Hey Siri,
Start over now.
roll a dice.
No, it's not dice, you dickhead. All right, stop it. Oh, it says show dice, dickhead, and brought me up your. Okay, all right. Say hey Siri again.
Hey Siri,
Stop it.
Hey Siri.
Cut the music. Sorry. Oh fuck! I made a joke.
It says, "Hey Siri, cut the music." God damn it!
Sorry, I was
say it
making a
again.
joke.
Hey Siri.
Pick a random number between 1 and 23.
A random number between 1 and 23 is 2.
Okay, so
Wow.
the number is 2.
So who's number 2?
We're gonna randomize this list, and then the number 2 person on the list is going to win the contest.
And the
Here we
winner
go.
is- Drum roll, please. Jordan, go get your drum kit.
Oh Lord, the number 2 person on this list,
Please.
Tamara Infinity 4.
Yay!
Congratulations, Tamara. You've won. Congratulations, Tamara. You've won a $50 gift card to Amazon. Spend it on all the beige you'd like.
Beige.
Beige.
Like the color?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so what are we harmonizing on? Beige?
damn.
You want to harmonize
No,
on
we're
beige?
not we're harmonizing on.
Amazon.
I was thinking
Bezos.
contest. Thank you.
Contest is cool.
questions.
Thank you. Let's do thank you. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you want to give the note?
Jordan's giving the. note.
Are you sure?
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Me. Was it thank you?
Yep.
So we're gonna do thank you. You got your note in your brain?
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1. Thank you.
All right.
Nice.
That was way too loud.